Hey guys, Dr. Adam Tice ND here today. So it's Friday and I did promise a little live check-in, so I will keep my word there. I want to give you guys a little update here. So Fridays I do the natural weight loss system check-in with all my people. So that's what I've been doing all day, and I wanted to share one weight loss tip here that's just pure magic. This, I've been doing this a while now. I've been doing this like 7-8 years, different systems with people, and really longer than that. But the one thing, and that's what I'm going to share with you today, that really kind of kicked the results into another level is something that I want to share with you right now. It's something that you guys can integrate, and this is not just for weight loss. This is to really hit the metabolic switch in your body and turn everything on. And it is a variation of fasting. So fasting, that term that term alone right there, just some people it just purely freaks out. Some people will kind of roll with it if they've done that, and that's really one of the biggest and most powerful tools that I have with people, just hands down. But that's not an option for everyone. The food patterns in the world are so strong, and so one thing that is doable for people is intermittent fasting, and that's what I wanted to talk about here just briefly today. Give you guys a little bit of a download, see if it's something that maybe you guys know about it. I mean, it's kind of been in the news and in the media a little bit more online and stuff like that. So this is something I've been fasting myself and working with people for over 10 years now, longer than that really, but clinically 10 years or so. And fasting is generally defined as going without food for 1 day or more, so 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I've fasted people for but what the real kick is the intermittent fasting, and that is basically zipping the timeline up inside of 24 hours and feeding for a certain portion and then fasting for a certain portion, feeding for a certain portion, then fasting for a certain portion. So I've always done this with the weight loss systems that I've done, but I've been a little loose with it. I didn't really pull it in tight, and I always got results. But recently, in the last 6 months or so, I started getting really tight about that, and the results are phenomenal. It's like people respond. It's like the body is designed to feed like this. It's designed to feed in a certain window and then fast for a certain window. It's estimated, I saw this number somewhere, that there are 15.5 feeding episodes for the average person during the day. Now, I guess this is America, it's probably globally now, but that's a lot. That's like putting something in your mouth and feeding 15, 16 times a day, and for what? It's most of the time purely psychological eating, which we could differentiate between physical eating and psychological eating. Those are two different things. That's a little bit of a separate story, but the point is that food is so ubiquitous these days that people are just feeding all the time. There's never a gap. There's never a gap where the stomach is empty. And the stomach being empty is the key to everything. It's the key to reducing inflammation. It's the key to balancing hormones. It's the key to balancing the mood. It's the key to optimizing the sleep. It's the key to dialing the thoughts per second down in the mind. All these things, but these are the kind of side effects. The real technique is feeding between a prescribed window of time. For example, delaying the first meal perhaps until 10 a.m. and then getting that last meal in before 6. So feeding between 10 and 6, and then the window from 6 to 10 again the next morning is fasting. During that time, the body can heal, rest, repair, rejuvenate. The hormones can reset. Insulin has a time to reset and rebalance. All of the inflammatory pathways are dialed down. Basically, it's the time that the body needs to do its thing, where it can heal itself. And the results that I've seen when I started really a little bit more tightly implementing this is pure magic. It's like so easy. It's better than any supplement or nutrient or any of these things we can do. So any of you guys, try this out. This really is pure magic. You can experiment with that. I would say if this is something totally new for you, then work your way into getting into even a 12-hour window. If this is totally new for you, get yourself to that 12 and 12, and then start to tighten that in. Get it into the 10 hours, and then perhaps the 8 hours. And even if this is not just for weight loss, this is just for purely metabolic, optimizing the metabolic systems. Try it out. This is something that I do personally now, and I've experimented with different variations of this over time, and it's just pure magic. So you guys, I just wanted to share that. I just want, it's one thing that's really turned pretty steadily good results into just stellar, just awesome results. And it really makes a big difference. So it's a pretty small adjustment that people can make. I think is really nice. It's great for the energy, it's great for the mood, it's great for sleep, it's great for just optimizing digestion so the stomach stays clean throughout a large portion of the day, and it really just changes everything. So that's the one tip for the Friday weight loss check-in. You guys, if you have some experience with this, you can and let me know, comment what's going on. Anybody have maybe something I didn't mention, maybe some things that you guys have tried. That's the whole thing here. Let's open source the information. I'll share my secrets. I'll share the information. Let's put it out there, and put it all out in there for the open. So if you guys have questions, anything, give me a call at the office or just comment below. Happy Friday, guys. We'll see you later.